the 2022 election from this election security standpoint. And as we learned from the fourth January 6th committee hearing, that Rudy Giuliani and Donald's other allies attacked Ruby Freeman, Shaye Moss, and other election workers with countless types of dog whistles, racist dog whistles, corruption whistles, and made their life hell. What is horrifying, or as Margaret Brennan brilliantly put it in Face the Nation, what is terrifying is that these same agents of chaos and fear factors that were attacking election workers have now become part of the election campaign, election worker apparatus. So what that means is that there are election deniers who are now working in election offices, which makes the work of good faith election workers that much more difficult. And the reason why this is happening, Face the Nation, Christopher Krebs was interviewed, talked about the outside influences now bleeding in with the domestic disruptions caused by the MAGA movement and election denial movements going on local, state, and federal level. So as I warned many times before, that this will keep going. This will keep going until it is stopped, and it's come to fruition. There are outside actors working on a local level, like China disinformation campaigns, and there are outside actors like Russian disinformation campaigns that are working on disrupting elections from the grander standpoint, the messaging standpoint. So, and we will, you should look up the Alex Ionov indictment by the DOJ. That is one of the indictments that came out a couple of months ago. No, last month, beginning of August, so a couple of months ago, right before the Mar-a-Lago search thing happened, or right around that time. That's why it was buried in the news. But it is about a very direct and overt Russian disinformation campaign that went in and recruited Americans who were aware of what they were doing as collaborating with Russian operatives to be able to support the MAGA movement. And so there are these outside bad actors, but they are being bolstered and supported unwittingly or knowingly by local domestic enemies. There's no other way of putting it by saying domestic enemies, because that's what they are. So we have to be very careful, and I believe that election workers are brave, the ones who have stuck around to continue to provide support for this vital function of our democracy.